Hey guys, it's Ross going on the Space Couch. I'm going to be reviewing this Lovecraft Country by Matt Ruff, obviously now a TV show. Thoroughly enjoyed this. One of the best books I've read this year, definitely. It's more a collection of short stories featuring the same characters that are interlinked, rather than one ongoing narrative that could have quite easily been rewritten to be a single ongoing narrative. The first story is he finds out his father is missing, so they go off to deepest, darkest Massachusetts, to Lovecraft Country, to try and rescue him. And of course, there's loads of things going on. He's a descendant of this wizard, and the wizard's other descendant is basically trying to use him for the power that he has from this magical line against his enemies, basically. So, yes. And obviously the Jim Crow era, the racism, it's deeply intertwined in this. Correctly done in this, where it is basically is a central fact of their everyday existence, how to not get killed, basically. And the lengths that the white people are willing to go to kill them is really ridiculous, but that's what it was like back then. Obviously, we see the hoods here intertwined with the tentacles of the Cthulhu type creatures, and it is very good actually at showing these twin threats. Like I said, the everyday threat of Jim Crow and segregation and racism and getting harassed or killed by the police over nothing. The threat of these magic users, the wizard and his colleagues who are also wizards, using them for their own purposes. And then, of course, the wizards that are also Jim Crow racists, using them for their powers. And it's like it seems at every turn they are boxed in by the society, by the reality of the everyday situation, by the magic users forcing them to do their bidding. And so it's how to get out of that trap, you know. It's like the trap is all around them constantly, and how they navigate it is fascinating. But yes, thoroughly enjoyed this book. Like I say, it's several collections, several stories, and they're all pretty decent. The first one I think is the best one. But some of the other stuff should be very interesting to see on screen as it gets to that. I assume the TV show's taken some liberties. The dream sequence at the beginning of the TV show isn't really in this. This does mention, and it's also mentioned in the TV show, about the various sci-fi authors that he reads, and specifically it mentions Edgar Rice Burroughs' Princess of Mars, which we have discussed on this channel, and also in the first look at this as well, and how he was viewed, Captain Carter, by his slaves, and how they all loved him. And the characters taking issue with this in this book said there's no such thing as an ex-Confederate. Yeah, of course the slaves loved him. Yeah. So, and others as well, like say the Tarzan books, which I mean I loved that when I was a kid, the films, but now I mean my god, they're unwatchable. And other stuff like Pellucidar, which I'm not so familiar with. I assume it has the same themes and tropes, and as well as Lovecraft himself, who has had some rather unpleasant things to say on the nature of race. So, great book, thoroughly enjoyed. Maybe the best book I've read this year so far, but we're only just over halfway through, so we shall have to see. And there's a couple of other books I've read that are chasing this for that position as well. But for now, guys, that's just my thoughts on Lovecraft Country. It's definitely worth checking out. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment or suggestion for what topic you'd like to see discussed, or like the video.